And welcome back to another Jason FC video, and today I will be talking about every single best player. And so of course it does say star player right there, but I will have a bit of different of who I think is the best. And so me personally, I think that they have it exactly correct. Patrick Schick is their best, Czechia best player. And so, I actually don't see him on this list, but it doesn't matter. And next we have Mexico, which apparently says Raul Jimenez. And again, I think I will have to agree with it. Ochoa is like maybe last World Cup was the best player, but now that he's 40, he's not the best player anymore. So, I think they have it correct again. That Raul Jimenez probably is their best player. So now we have South Africa, and I don't know much about South Africa, but I do know that their goalkeeper is pretty good from what I've watched from him. Of course, I don't really know any of these players, so I might as well just say that he's their best player. But this is pretty right. I really don't really know who that is, but maybe he's the best player. And so let's move on to South Korea. There's no question, it's Son. And so Bosnia, Dzeko, I think, is actually right. I think Dzeko will be the star player. Yeah, Dzeko is definitely the star player. Now this one, I'm actually going to have a different thing. I think Jonathan David is better than Alphonso Davies. I think Jonathan David is better. I think Jonathan David is Canada's best player. So now Qatar, there's not really a question to this. It's Al Afif, the free agent GOAT. If you play FC. Again, this one, Xhaka is probably the best, but I do have to put something. Kobel is one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I think Kobel is the most underrated goalkeeper of the world. So, I might put I think Kobel is pretty close, but I do think Xhaka's probably the better player. Him being the captain just says enough. And now, Brazil, Vini Jr. Let's move on. Haiti, again, I don't really know, so there you go. He's the best player, I guess. Morocco, I think there's no question it's Hakimi. There shouldn't be a question about that. And this one, a couple years ago, I would be saying Andy Robertson. But I think now it's Scotty McTominay. Scott McTominay. But as a Liverpool fan, Andy Robertson was amazing. Keyword amazing, but Keywords was. Now, Australia. Australia, again, I don't really know. Even though they're probably the only country that's in the knockouts that I don't really know. I know Boss is very good. But I mean, we might as well just say he's the best player. I mean, that's gonna help me out. And now we have Paraguay. Well, I'm going to say that a couple years ago he would definitely be their best player. But I think now it's definitely, from the games I've watched, I didn't even know his name till now. I just knew it because of his hair. It's probably him now. And so Turkey, Arda Güler, you could put a statement on being their best player. I think he is, but Kökçü is amazing. Yildiz is amazing. It's just crazy this team got out. And now the USA's next. And there's no question this is definitely Christian Pulisic, but we have amazing players nevertheless. So, I mean, like Weston McKennie, you could say, is our best player. You could say that Balogun's our best player. You could even make a statement for Gio Reyna or Tyler Adams, but I don't think they're really in the conversation. You could make a statement for Sergiño Dest as well. And so now we have Curaçao. Again, a Curaçao I don't really know. But I would say from that game that I watched where he got the most saves, like against Ecuador, who's, I think Loom is their best player. But that's just one performance, so, I mean. Now we have Ecuador, and this one's just two players. It's either Pacho, if you like PSG, or Caicedo, if you like Chelsea. Or decide who's better. I couldn't tell you who's the best player. It's very close. I'd probably say Caicedo does have the edge, though. Now, Germany, I don't think Florian Wirtz, even though he's great, would be the best player on this team. I mean, Jonathan Tah, being a pretty good defender, he's the reason Germany lost in that penalty shootout. Manuel Neuer was definitely their best goal player a couple years ago. Well, not a couple, but, I would say the person in the best form is definitely Andaz or whatever. Havertz is pretty good, but I wouldn't call either of them star players. I mean, after looking at this team, I think Florian Wirtz is probably actually their star player. Let's move on to Ivory Coast. In Ivory Coast, they have Doué's brother. Kessie a couple years ago would have definitely been the best player. But I think Diallo, I can't pronounce names, is probably their best player. Now Japan, their goalkeeper is amazing. I've seen him play. I think that Kudo is pretty good. They have lost a couple good players, so I think Kudo would be their best player. The Netherlands, Van Dijk, no question. Some of these are no question. Isaac or Gyökeres, take your pick. Tunisia, I wouldn't actually know. Hannibali is probably their best player, though. Here's a Man United pass. Kevin De Bruyne or Thibaut Courtois, take your pick. So, there's no real question between them two. Egypt, it's Salah. Who's gonna question that? Iran, yeah, again, some of these are just really obvious. That's the obvious pick. New Zealand, Chris Wood, yep. Chris Wood is obviously the best player. And now this is Cape Verde. No question. I don't know why they're not putting goalkeepers out here, because Barzinho is obviously the best player on Cape Verde. They're the only reason they're still in this tournament. Smallest nation to ever make the round of 32 technically, but the knockouts. Saudi Arabia, Al-Dawsari is definitely their best player. And Spain, Lamine, you could say Unai. Actually, you can't say Simon. You could say Rodri. You could say Pedri. You could say. That's basically Lamine, of course. But that's basically all you could really say is those three. If you pick anybody else, then that's just crazy. Valverde is obviously the best Uruguay side, as Uruguay has sucked Mbappe is obviously France's best player. There's no competition against that. Now, Iraq, I don't really know. I don't understand. They don't have his name. It's just 5. What? And so, I don't actually know who would be their best player. So, I don't know. Holland's obviously Norway's best player. Who's questioning that? Senegal, Mane, Mendy, or Koulibaly. I think Mane, just for his Liverpool past, is the best player. Leo Mahrez, no question, is Leo Mahrez. And then Algeria is Messi. Yeah, I could call that. And then Austria, Ramos good. Who else could you call the best? I don't know if you could really call anybody else better. I mean, you could call, I'm not going to try to pronounce it better, but I think Ramos is definitely the best player. And now, is this Jordan? Why would I know Jordan's best player? I guess it's this guy. Let's just agree with them. Colombia, Luis Diaz. I could probably predict these. DR Congo, Lisa. Portugal, Ronaldo. Ronaldo. But you could put something on Nuno being the best player. But that's kind of out of the question. Vitinha, you could definitely put on there. Bruno Fernandes, you could definitely put on there. Bernardo Silva, you could definitely put on there. Even Joe Neves, to a point. I skipped past that. But Uzbekistan is always obvious. I don't know. I'm not going to try to pronounce. Let's try to pronounce Uzbekistan names. Last time I did that, it went terribly. Croatia, Modric. Yep. I don't know who else you would say. Maybe Gratiola, you would say. Gratiola is pretty good, to be honest. England. Who would I think is the best England? Probably Harry Kane. Who would even go against Harry Kane? Maybe Declan Rice or Jude Bellingham. But Harry Kane's obviously the best player. I think Ghana's the last one. Semenyo. Yep, Semenyo. This just turned into me predicting it. Oh, Panama's left. I have no way of predicting Panama. Let me see if I can even know any of these players. I lack ball knowledge sometimes, so yeah, I couldn't name any of those. And that's all of them. And so thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.